whoa. Now, what's this here? What is this here? David Bowie and Giorgio Moroder? Color me incredibly intrigued and not to be punny, but curious as a cat. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you are doing well. This is a combination I did not know existed, and I'm very excited to see how this comes together. We're listening to Cat People, Putting Out Fire. This was released in 1982, released as the title track to a 1982 erotic horror film. I cannot lie. I've never thought of a horror film as erotic. I suppose there's some like horror films based around sexuality. Sure, I can see that, but I don't even want. Never mind. I don't want to ask. Listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Jeremy. So Jeremy, thank you so much for the request. Thank you so much for the support as well. I appreciate that. We're going to be checking this out. The original movie soundtrack version here. You said, Jeremy, that most fans think the original version is the superior, and though Bowie was never happy with it, and he re-recorded it with Niles Rodgers' funk style for his Let's Dance album. But we will be checking out the original version here. I see that this track had also been suggested by Spawn, Radical Lads, Music Drew, Cole Matt, Sylvain M., Chris Meadows, I think that you recommended this track as well. Alva, Roundtown Ken, Ruben Tulinar, Recycler Hopkins. Thank you guys for the suggestion. Let's go ahead and dive straight on in. We'll discuss this one just a little bit after. Here we go.
It's a cool little bass riff. restless heart that can never mend, whose tears can never dry. The judgment made can never bend. See these eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years. Just be still with me. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. It's been so long. Well, it's been so long. And I've been putting out the fire with gasoline. Putting out fire with gasoline.
Oh, I love when he gets that throaty yell. I like how that changed up a little bit there. That's smooth. Okay, a few things. So first of all, the combination of Bowie with Marauder there, it's not as evident with Marauder's touch as I thought it was going to be. In the beginning, yes, but as things moved forward, it kind of felt a lot more subtle in that respect. Like when I think of Marauder, I have a certain very synth-led and synth-based sound. And of course we get that here, but like I said, it just felt like it was more subtle to the touch. Besides the beginning, which the beginning it was more evident. But when he lets out that throaty yell, putting out the fire, how? Not with water, with gasoline. And I like how such an explosive line and a little bit of a twist in that particular line as well, it actually adds fuel to the fire and it just blows up from there into an explosive, pop, rock, soul kind of track, because it does have a lot of soul to it, especially in the bass playing and some of the ways that Bowie sings, which he is extremely familiar with, of course. And this album and this track, like I said, came out in, what is it? When did I say this came out? It's 82. Like very much in his heyday, I guess you could say. And I love how he puts this whole thing together. The beginning actually reminded me a lot of like Peter Gabriel and how he would compose sounds and build structure and build tension in their music and setting a particular scene before going off into a different direction. I love this stuff. Like in a lot of the albums that we've listened to here on the channel, like the 70s albums and such, I haven't heard, Bowie really singing in such a deep, deep manner we've touched a little bit of Black Star and a little like later stuff, and it's really awesome to hear that depth. But it's just, I mean, you guys know me, David Sylvian, Scott Walker, like those voices just do something to me. And so when I hear Bowie singing in this particular range, it does something to me, and I have an immediate bias towards liking it. So this first half, I love the mysteriousness that's built up, the gravely way that he approaches the delivery, and like I said, the subtlety of Moroder's touch back there. The backwards sounds that are kind of happening with the percussion, the hits back there. Like, it's a very subtle way of building things up. And like I said, it just felt very Gabriel-esque to me. But when he, just like a lion, roars out, putting out the fire with gasoline, it is such a fantastic moment that kicks off this track with splendor. I just want to catch it again. With gasoline. And I love how he carries such a strong and smooth vibrato there. With gasoline. I know I'm not doing the note, but like I like how he holds it and just quivers in that vibrato, which is strong and smooth. Like, it's a great way to just go off there. I think that is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, from there, it turns into something a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more conventional, but nonetheless just as good to listen to as he carries that verse like, I don't know, like a mule carrying oats. And then, so 80s that roar. I like the little bits of Stay in Oregon, all the playing around in the space here, and then snaps it back to the verse. The way he sings in there, it reminds me of a little bit of. You gotta let me look it up. It reminds me a little bit of Simple Minds. There's something by the way he sings there that kind of sounds like, don't you, Baba, forget about me. And actually really funny, this past weekend I was listening to New Gold Dream again. It's a really good album. I haven't listened to it in a long time, and I just randomly put it on this weekend because I wanted to put on something for, Saturday. I always put like on a random album just to fill the house with a little music. And I try to find something that's both agreeable in some capacity to my wife and I both. So that was where I went to this particular, just past Saturday. Let's take a look at some of the info, some of the lyrics on this one. See these eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years. Colder than the moon, it's been so long. Feel my blood enraged, it's just the fear of losing you. Don't you know my name, and you've been so long. And I've been putting out fire with gasoline. Trying to put out the fire, but doing it with something that just makes you fall so much deeper into temptation. See these eyes so red, before they were green, now they're red. Perhaps green with envy, now red with passion. Red like jungle burning bright, those who feel me near, pull the blinds and change their minds, it's been so long. It's like he's a vampire out there. Still this pulsing night, a play I call a heartbeat. Just be still with me, you wouldn't believe what I've been through. You've been so long and it's been so long. See these tears so blue, I like how every verse carries a color to it. An ageless heart that can never mend, these tears can never dry, a judgment made can never bend. See these eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years. Just be still with me. I feel like we need context with perhaps the movie itself. Just reading a little bit off of here, Bowie became involved with the track after director Paul Schrader reached out to him about collaborating. Bowie wrote the lyrics which reflected the film, while producer Giorgio Moroder composed the music. It was released as a single as well, and it did reach some commercial success as well. It's considered one of Bowie's finest recordings of the 1980s. Unhappy with the original recording, which we just heard, he remade the track for his album Let's Dance as well. Let's see, I need to know more about here we go. Biographer Chris O'Leary describes the original film as a subtle exploration of sexual repression and xenophobia, which he calls the remake a gory fashion spread. Okay. Let's see. During the same session, Bowie ran into English rock band Queen, who were recording their album Hot Space. After recording backing vocals for their song Cool Cat, the session resulted in the collaboration Under Pressure. Now that's a fact. In keeping with the dark tone of the film, the song has some goth rock influences, with Bowie singing in a deep baritone croon while being backed up by a female chorus. His octave leap on the word gasoline has been called a magnificent moment. I would say so. I would absolutely say so. Bowie's lyrics reflect the film's pretensions, taking influence from his prior songs Sound and Vision and It's No Game. I was just listening to Scary Monsters a few days ago on a run. It's all coming together. Such as the line, those who feel me in the plans. Regarding the film, Bowie said it works like on a dream state. It feels like the kind of thing you go through at night. That's the way I look at it lyrically. And of course, it did have some commercial success here as well. 9 Canada, number 1 in Finland, New Zealand, Norway, and Sweden, and US 67, 14, and 9. But I want to know at least like a basic summary of the film. Supernatural horror film. It follows a young woman who, upon reuniting with her brother, learns she has descended from werecats. It's a remake of the 1942 film of the same name. Interesting. So Bowie's not in the film. He just performed in that song in the soundtrack. Gotcha. Isn't Malcolm McDowell Palpatine? No. I'm thinking... I don't know who I'm thinking of. Let me just end there. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. Jeremy, thank you so much for the request and the suggestion. I truly appreciate that. If you want to be like Jeremy and supports and sponsor a song request and skip ahead in the line, you can go ahead and do that on the Buy Me a Coffee. Yada, 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 yada. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you all later.